Let's get into this mess. Let's talk about the story of the hour. Let's talk about Azealia Banks trying to read somebody yet again, but the bitch ain't got the goddamn range to try to come for somebody. She was out here dropping homophobic, speaking of homophobic slurs, she made a derogatory slur towards Little Nas X. And this is why I don't understand how this broad puts out a damn 4-track EP. And all of a sudden she act like, the gays just eat her up. Like, girl, you're tired through and delayed. You ain't put out a record in a month of Sundays, but you got time to get on social media and try to troll people because it makes her pussy pucker. Apparently. Somebody go get that lady a padded room at this point. Because we tired of hearing from old Yuck Mouth with that strong ass jaw she got the nerve to talk about the gays and the trans and all them other peoples. And Madonna had the nerve to talk about her too. So Azealia Banks is coming down that Old Town Road for Lil Nas X. Now, Nazi famously went #1 in 2018 with Old Town Road, and he followed that with 2 other chart toppers, Montero, Call Me By Your Name, and the Jack Harlow collaboration, Industry Baby, both in 2021. Now, since then, he has laid relatively low. You better lay low, in the words of Whitney Houston, as he works on a new album. The way Azealia Banks sees it, though, Nas has just fallen off. Now, before we get to what she said, I will take y'all back to a moment. I think it was like a month ago. We talked about it on the show. Little Nas X basically was like he's living in New York, and he said he fired his entire team, and he's rebranding because that whole sophomore album, the little Jesus rollout that he was trying to do, jumping on the bandwagon with the religious imagery and the video, a lot of that backfired. A lot of people wasn't feeling the songs that he was putting out. So now he's going back into the silo and figuring out what he needs to do. I said at this point, like, if you want to do those hip, rapping over a hip hop beat, you need to channel your real inner gay rapper, and you need to pay attention to a lot of the gay rappers that came up before your time, like the Medino Greens and the So Say the Elemental Wizards. I'm taking y'all back, and the Deep Dick Electives and the Splash T's, a trans rapper. That's my girl. And what's his name? The one that did that Throw That Boy Pussy. You need to get into that bag and listen to them rappers. Wait, now I gotta Google it because I Fly Young Red. I was like, I need to remember who that was. So yeah, there's a lot of underground queer rappers that I've been listening to. Get into that bag. Also, like channels, like you bring in that whole hyper pop thing. Like I could hear you rapping over like some house beat or like even Cakes the Killer, who could rap circles around Azealia Banks. But this bitch over here still being bitter about the fact that everybody else and then you could do Leaf. There's also Leaf. I'm giving you a list of queer rappers that you need to be listening to, and because a lot of these kids out here, they don't know a lot about the underground out artists that are creating music. Y'all just know about Omar Apollo and freaking Frank Ocean and the basic ones. No shade, but just say like the little ones that white media always wants to prop up, but y'all don't be really knowing the rappers. Shout out to my friend DJ Baker, because he be doing a weekly top 40. Yeah, I'm gonna promote him too over there at We Are You Radio. And we'll put you on to all the out rappers and does a full countdown of a lot of them. It's a lot of great talent, especially from the lesbians. So shout out to them too. So this trash box had the nerve to say Little Nas X really fell off so hard. LMFAO, that little cunt rag, swore she was the T. Bitch has no bars. Ha ha ha. Well, bitch, where's yours? And this is why I said, like, when it comes to the rappers, or not rappers, let's talk about reading. You want to talk about reading? Let's talk about reading. In the words of my girl, Venus Extravaganza. I'm going to put you on a little something about reading. When you read somebody, in the words of Miss Girl Dorian Corey, you can't hit somebody with something that's true. Meaning, you're falling off. Bitch, you fell off too. That's not a read, it's a fact. So when you try to come at somebody like a Little Nas X about falling off, sis, it's not like you popping on the charts right now. It's not like you sitting up in there in the Mount Rushmore of Gen Z girls, like a Chapel Roan or a Charlie XCX or Sabrina Carpenter. I don't see you up there hobnobbing with them. But you busy on social media trying to read people down to the floor. But you ain't that good at it. Yeah, you can throw a couple of little words out. You can throw a little yang yang. Talk about you could sing better than Madonna. Then, bitch, where's your top 40 hit? Where's your number one hit? None of them songs you released ever went to number one. So you can't be out here trying to read people when your status isn't at the level. You're not even in the same tax bracket as Lil Nas X. And I guarantee you, unlike your situation, I don't think Lil Nas X been evicted from his apartment and couldn't afford to pay the damn movers to move your stuff into your next place, wherever the hell you residing at this point. Probably under a damn bridge somewhere. And that's where the trolls reside. So Lil Nas X responded, Azealia, I could never make a hit song again, and you would still never in your bussy soap selling, chicken sacrificing, botch body hating ass, miserable life reach a 10th of my success. Love your music, by the way. So yeah, while it wasn't like the read of all reads, at least he did drag her a bit, and I did cackle. Now, he also took to his IG story to share a screenshot of him listening to Banks's Out of Space and wrote, that's where you need to ship her ass. Maybe she need to go over there to Elon Musk. Why don't you go ride him and his old nasty, dirty behind peen on that SpaceX ship and get lost in space. We don't need neither one of you on this planet or any other, the other, planets orbiting the sun. So he said, sending you love, Azealia, wishing you nothing but guidance and clarity. I want you to chase your dreams. Get on your ish. It's the best time period in music for your art to thrive. Ain't that the damn truth? He said, I don't care what you okay, this is what he said, what you F-ish you say about me. Now, it make no sense, but that's what he wrote. I want to see you win and shine your light. You can drop the internet bully act at any time. Your fans love you. We love you. And he's absolutely right. And that's basically what something I would say. Like, I will read you down to, I will cuss you out. And then I'll erase it and just go, okay, whatever. Because I'm like, damn, if I really say what I said on this damn thing, I would get blocked. I would get in trouble. Like, they'd be like hate speech, whatever, So sometimes I'd be like, let me just erase all of this. Cause I done wrote us a whole situation where literally you will read it. You get the goosebumps, you get the chills, you start crying. You're going to want to jump off a cliff and hang inside. You're going to want to do all the things. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be responsible for your demise. So I'm going to just erase everything that I just wrote and just be like, okay, whatever, girl. And keep it moving. Love and light. Be blessed. Sometimes we got to go in that direction because if we really know that we have the ability to hurt a bitch's feelings, we would do it. But this heifer decided, this old nappy-headed hoe decided, I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to double down on what I said. And basically wrote a whole damn novel. I didn't even know you could do that on Twitter, but I guess when you get the blue mark and you paying for your space on Twitter, you can do that. Said, but wait, I just woke up thinking about the levels of press tacky, self-hating black F word you just displayed, and you still have not answered the question. Where the F are your bars at, bitch? Well, girl, where's yours? You can't be asking somebody to be doing something if you're not doing the same damn thing. She said, white people eat ish like grilled cheese with milk sandwiches, so I wouldn't lean into their opinion as a master of success, and they will happily indulge in your self-denigration and self-ridicule, i.e. that whack visual in which you perpetuate the very wrong and harmful ideology that all black men who have been in jail secretly espouse criminal lifestyles so they can use prisons as a gay brothel of sorts, once again wearing Azealia Banks' iconic hot pink Dickies cheap EXO uniforms. Which is the primary reason you've gotten any attention. Girl, she really think that people didn't even reference you in that damn video. Or maybe I must have missed that part. But she really be thinking she is the tea. She said, I wouldn't necessarily call what you experience success, but you definitely an expert at making a minstrel of yourself for attention that I will give you, but you have yet to answer my question. Do you know where the F are your bars at, bitch? At Lil Nas X, do you know how pedestrian you are with the literature part, or do them white gays have you snorting so much Tina? You forgot that you actually have to spit. I don't think anyone in hip-hop knows the lyrics to a single one of your songs, and it's clear that there is a ton of payola. The tap has clearly been cut off for you, LOL. involved because you are agreed to be an agent of destruction. Also, please tell me why you go so hard to shy away from your gay black male peers. Why are you collecting? Why are you collect? Oh, girl, sit down now. This is why I was about to cuss her out, but she making valid points up in this thing. But you still a piece of shit, sis. But I'm gonna give you your accolades when you need to. Cause she said, why are you collaborating with Camila Cabello and not Cakes the Killer? I've been saying this shit for the longest. Quiet as is Kevin. I've been saying this for the longest. Why aren't you working with the out gay artists who can rap circles around? But you get with this old basic hoe who talks so much stuff about black people. Camila, I still believe is a damn racist. I don't care what y'all say. She put all that stuff out there and she said what she said. But why are you working with Camilla and not Cakes the Killer? Are you afraid of the truth that Cakes the Killer is actually an excellent MC and so reliant on your own self-inflicted tokenism that you are afraid white people might like Cakes the Killer more and then discard of you? But the thing with Cakes the Killer is she's a butch queen. So that's probably why a lot of maybe the industry doesn't really be feeling him like that. And he was, speaking of which, he was on that show with Cardi B, that rapper show. I believe he got eliminated early. But he definitely can rap circles around a lot of these people in this industry. I go hard for Cakes the Killer. He also said, well, you should be afraid because it's already happening at Lil Nas X, LOLOL. You forgot to tie a piece of floss into that hole in your MTA token so you can snatch it back out. Hollywood Shuffle beat up black bushy stick you're selling is done and over. You will be at fashion show more. LMFAO, suck a dick for pants. Ha ha ha, I'm too good. Where are your bars? We are not going to use patronization to circumvent the topic here. The topic is that you cannot fucking rap, son. At Lil Nas X, you're a terrible lyricist with pedestrian musical sensibilities. We need to come to a consensus on where your talent is. Fine, we can agree that you're a little piece of eye candy for those desperate old white homos in fashion, but where is your music, bitch? Yo, she is going in. So I'm like, girl, are you exhausted? Like I'm exhausted reading all of this. And she just went in with this whole read. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some things that she made valid points on in regards to the tokenism and things of that nature. And the fact that how of all the rappers, you decide to work with a Jack Harlow, who, don't get me wrong, Jack Harlow was cute. But of all the rappers, why aren't you, this is the opportunity. And I say this for the longest. Once y'all get through the door, you minorities, why aren't you working with the people who are lesser known and bring them up? If I was in Lil Nas X situation, I would be working with, a Cakes the Killer, because the thing is, I've been out here going hard for the openly gay rappers for the 20 plus years. They've been out here grinding and doing what they're doing to get where they are today. But the only thing is, people only know, like, literally on one hand, less than 5 queer rappers, because these are the ones they letting through the door. So they're not really aware of those people out here who can definitely rap circles around Lil Nas X. But I guess because Lil Nas X perpetuates a certain look about him, he does get the accolades. And here's the thing. I've said this before. I like the idea of Lil Nas X. But as far as like the music goes, his music has never really done it for me. But I applaud that he's out here doing what he does. But like I said, like, he is not my judge. So yeah, I want to show you, because this is what I was reading. This long ass damn thing that she had up there on Twitter, on Elon Musk's, wasteland called Twitter. She had all that to say when she woke up this morning. Speaking of snorting all that damn tea, I wonder how much she put up her nose. That pink booger sugar, because you had to have had. Well, I was gonna say she had time. Clearly she does, because she ain't out here rapping either. And to me, it's like, while, yeah, she did make valid points in some of the things he said, Lil Nas X is working on what he's working on, unlike you. And when he comes out with his new music, we'll be the judge, the jury, and the executioner on if this is what we want to hear from him. And if we agree with the music and all that other stuff, we'll be the ones who make that decision. It's not up to you. And then you out here dropping that F word, it's like, sis, no. Because here's the thing that I don't like about some of the women. I don't know, women get mad when they feel like I'm generalizing. Like I've said many a times, if it don't apply, let it fucking fly. I'm not talking about everybody, but I'm gonna talk about the bitches that like running over their goddamn mouth that live for the gays. Oh, you love us until we step out of line. Then we all kinds of faggots. We're all kinds of sissies. We're all kinds of punks. We're all kinds of bitches. And then you want to send your friends to beat our ass. But here's the thing. Chris is from the hood. I was born and raised in Brownsville, Brooklyn. I fight. I fight everybody. I don't just fight, oh, I'm just going to fight a dude. No, I fight women. I fight men. I fight the kids too. Everybody's getting got. So y'all want to play that game? We can do that. But here's the thing. It's like I'm an equal opportunity offender. And so we're not going to get up in here and do that. It's like, if it don't, like I said, if it don't apply, let it fly. There are women out here that sit and live for the gays. They want us to do their hair and makeup. They think we all these big ass stereotype, cliche, whatever it is that y'all believe that the gays are. But when it comes down to the feminine gays, y'all be the quick ones. Whenever they step out of line, we all kinds of F words, we all kinds of sissies, we all kinds of punks, we all kinds of bitches, we all kinds of, y'all want to use the slurs. Which is why I always say a lot of times, it's like, what, I keep my distance when it comes to those. Because if I say and I do the things, I'm going to jail. Because you're not going to sit up in here and pop off with the mouth and get away with it. Not on my watch. So I don't understand people that continue to mess with her on the things she said. Like I said, she made valid points on some of the stuff she was saying about the music. But sis, you can't be out here reading people on people's music career when your career has been DOA for almost a decade. It might be longer. When did 1992 come out? And then she came out with the Broke with Expensive Taste, the Fantasy, and all that other stuff. But nobody was, by that time, all that stuff came out. The people stopped living for her. Unless you were in the underground. I don't know when it actually, when did 1991 come out? Well, I know she, so it was like 2011, 2012. I think that's when it came out, like 20. So that's like almost like, like 13, 14 years. Like, girl, you've been making music for over a decade, and your career is not where it is. So at least Lil Nas X got some hits and has been out here being, if you see him as a minstrel show, okay, whatever. You make valid points, and I don't understand, and I do stand on the whole thing. I'm like, how you working out here with Camila Cabello, who's made some racist comments about black people? That the song was trash, and the video was even trashier. But that was Camila's brand, so you was just a part of that. So I'm not gonna blame you completely. Although the song and the song wasn't that memorable. But yeah, so I'm stuttering. I'm over talking about this. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story? Do you feel that Azealia had made valid points of what she said about Lil Nas X? Or do you feel like that she needs to do like Mother RuPaul, tell a lot of them queens at the end of Drag Race to shay away? So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.